Yeah, Albert, obviously coming off a big win. Just what was the vibe at practice today, and what's the challenge of now that you guys are the leader staying there?
Um, Today, the vibe was, a good feeling, but we enjoy it Saturday, enjoy it Sunday, and then Monday it's time to focus on South Carolina. We, it's a great feeling, being undefeated in the SEC, staying at the top. We're the only team, but it's the SEC. Every week's a hard week, and we've seen it time and time again where undefeated teams go into other people's stadiums and lose. So we're not trying to be one of those teams and still continue to play our best brand of football.
We'll go second row on the right side to Olin.
I got a couple things for you, Albert. First of all, there's so much attention, that, rightly so, gets paid to Nick Scorton and Shamar Turner, and even Shamar Stewart. Do you ever feel like you're having such a good year? Do you ever feel like you're kind of a forgotten man in that defensive line?
With how I grew up and the things I've been throughout life, I genuinely don't care. I know at the end of the day, I play my best brand of football, and that's all that matters to me. I mean, my teammates know it, coaches know it, and the scouts who watch, they know it. So I don't care about the fame, the success, everybody talking about me. That's not what's important to me. What's important is just playing football and taking care of the future that God has in
For you specifically, and maybe you can talk about the defense in general, but how does it change the way you maybe approach the game when you're going against a quarterback like this kid from South Carolina, Sellers, that is probably, he may be a bigger running threat than a passing threat?
I mean, he's starting quarterback for a reason. I respect him, commend him to that. Whether he's a better runner or thrower doesn't concern. We treat every quarterback the same. I mean, we see it now. Every quarterback can scramble, extend plays, and they can scramble out the pocket and take a dead play, and make it into 20, 30 yards, So we treat every quarterback the same. But personally, I respect his game. I respect what he's doing, what he's going to do, but we treat them all the same.
We'll go back to TV row on the left side to Donna and then Tyler.
Albert, Coach Elko's talked about for the back half of this season, just staying focused and building that championship mindset. How well do you think your team's been able to do that?
I would say we've been doing a pretty good job at it. I mean, we have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're staying focused and staying true to what Coach Elko has in store and what he's planned. And it takes every ounce of effort, mental, physical, emotional, to stay true. And regardless of what happens, we have to continue bouncing back. But as a team, we're staying true to his plan and what he tells us to do.
We'll stay on that left side of TV row to Tyler and then Ben.
Yeah, Albert, obviously Marcel provided a huge spark for you guys on Saturday, but how much do you feel like the defense helped in that overall just kind of, come back in the second half there? How much does spark did the defense provide?
We all work together, It's to win games, everyone has to be on the same page, offense, defense, special teams. And we all know about momentum in football games. A pick, then score, it complements each other, and then it just goes from there. But we all play a part, and when offense is doing good, we help them out, and when they're not doing good, we still help them out, and vice versa. If we're doing good, they still help us. If we're not doing good, they still help us. So we all help each other. There's no, one-sided, if you know what that means. There's no one side to it. It's all one team.
And how would you assess kind of how the defensive line has been playing this year? And do you feel like you guys have gotten better as the season progresses?
Most definitely. I said before the season that this was the best D-line that I ever been a part of and that we were going to be, and I still firmly believe it. And we have gotten better as each week went on and we progressed each game. We've constantly made strides to get better. And, I just love being a part of it and love watching my teammates grow.
We'll go to the right side of TV row to Ben and then Alex.
Hey, Albert, for guys like yourself who've been with this team the last few years or maybe even just last year, you guys have been in some big games, had kind of opportunities maybe similar to that with Mizzou and LSU, chance to kind of break through, but came up short in a lot of close games. What do you feel like that group, including yourself, has been doing, either executing better in those moments, in those games, or maybe just mentally handling kind of the challenge of kind of feeling like you're right on the edge and being able to go over the top?
I mean, the margin for error is very small in football, and everybody thinks in those big games you have to make the Superman play of the game to win the game. But in reality, it's just you doing your part within the play, and that's how it all unfolds. I mean, everybody does their part, and when 11 people on the field do their part right, and I mean, it looks like the best play in the world. But when one person messes up, then it's like, oh my gosh, what kind of defense was that? You know? So it's just everyone doing their role and executing it to the best of their abilities.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then Luke.
Seemed like there was quite a bit of chippiness before the game on Saturday. Why was that necessarily, and were you part of that at all?
No, I don't know why it was. Every home game, I have my own routine, and I go inside our indoor facility and I meditate. I didn't know anything about that until Sunday afternoon when I seen everybody posting about it, but I have no clue what that was about. It's football, it happens.
Gotcha. And you guys have had quite a few penalties the last few weeks. Some of them have been after the play. Just how do you guys cut down on some of those penalties that could cost you at some point?
Some penalties are, the after the play ones are just more of an emotional thing, containing our emotions a little bit better, not letting the game get us too high, get us too low. And then some of the penalties during the play, it's just being smarter football players, like not lunging out and getting unnecessary face mask or just holding penalty. Like the simple things that if you fix your technique a little bit more, then that won't happen. But it's something that we all can improve on from every level of football.
We'll stay on that left side, go to the third row to Luke.
Albert, how much confidence can the defensive line gain when you hold a team like LSU to 24 rushing yards, like a strong running backs, good offensive line? How much confidence does that give y'all when you hold them to that little production?
It's a great confidence booster. I mean, we pride ourselves on a standard of an NFL D-line group. I mean, the NFL, a running back rushes for over 100 yards, and everyone glorifies that as a great game. So we hold ourselves to that standard, and holding a team like that to under 30 it's a great feeling, but the work's not done yet.
We'll go back to Alex on the second row to wrap things up.
You were part of the 22 team that went to South Carolina before, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a couple of your teammates earlier this year said that's been the hardest environment they've played in during their time at A&M. Just from your perspective, what made it such a challenging place to play when you went there?
I will say they bring a lot of energy to the game. I mean, it's a cool place. There's not much to it I can't say. I'm not going to disrespect their stadium. I have no hate towards South Carolina in my heart, so I can't stand here and tell you some lies that's not true and then have the media take it and run with it. I mean, they bring the energy. They got passion. I love to see it, but that's really about it. That's all I can tell you.
I lied. We'll go one more fifth row on the right side to Andrew.
It seemed like DJ Hicks had a huge game and a breakout, so you've seen his growth. One, as an older guy, how much have you helped him? And who was the guy on that D-line that helped you when you were a young player?
It's been great helping DJ, watching him grow. It's not just me who helps him. We all help each other. Even the older folks helping the older folks. We all help. And it's just it's how we operate. It's hard for me to say because I've helped them and other people have helped them. It's a player-led program. And then the older guy that helped me, it wasn't necessarily on the D-line. It was Layden Robinson. Like, my freshman year, I was on scout team. And, going from a 4-year varsity starter in high school to scout team was a major pride defeater, and I was very sad. Can't say depressed because that's a big word to use, but I was very sad and upset, And Layden helped me regain my confidence and showed me what college ball was. Going against Layden and then Kenyon Green on the other side every day in practice, it was either get better or get tossed out the club every play, and I wasn't willing to have them throw me around. But Layden helped me dramatically improve within this game of football, and all my respect goes to Layden.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you, Albert.
Thank you.